Hey, what is up, guys? It is Barney G Gaming here, back at it again with another Apex Legends video. In this video, we will be ranking every legend in the game from worst to best. But guys, before we get into the video, I just want to say a big thank you for reaching 90 subscribers. Help me reach my goal of 100 subscribers, though, by hitting the subscribe button if you're new, and turning post notifications on to never miss a video. Alright guys, let's get right into this one. Coming in at the worst legend in the game right now, I'm going to have to say it is probably Octane. Octane is my favorite legend, and he's actually the fastest legend in the game after Pathfinder's nerf, but he just does not contribute enough to the team to be a very viable legend in this game. However, I must say, he's one of the most fun legends in the game to use right now, in my opinion, and he might be a little bit better after the Season 5 split. He's supposed to get a big buff, so we'll see. Alright guys, coming in at the second to worst legend in the game, I'm going to have to give it to Revenant. Revenant was a highly anticipated legend in the Season 4 update. However, he is just not viable at all. His death totem is pretty bad, to be honest. I'd rather just push him without the death totem than with it. First of all, you get sent back with barely any health, and you usually will just get killed anyways. And also, you don't have shield while you're in the death totem, so you're not going to be able to kill the people with shields that you're fighting against. However, I must say, he's pretty good with Crypto, because if you use Crypto's EMP, and then you go in with Revenant's death totem, none of you guys will have shields, so it'll be a pretty even fight, and then if you get sent back, you can just go and finish him off. Also guys, his silencer ability is pretty useless, unless you're fighting maybe an Octane, Pathfinder, or Wraith, I'd say, so they can't get away, but it is not the best. It would be a little bit better if it did some more damage, and maybe some other pretty good changes to it. Alright guys, coming in at the 10th worst legend, we have Lifeline. Lifeline used to be a pretty good legend, but she's gotten some nerfs to her drone healer, and she's not the best legend in the game right now. Her ultimate is pretty good when you use the charge tower, but it's a pretty low percentage, I'd say, to get a purple shield, and if you don't get purple shields, it's pretty useless. However, you can use the ultimate charge to make it a little bit better, so you can get it more frequently. Lifeline's also a pretty generic legend in the game, and not many people use it for this reason. Alright guys, coming in at the 9th worst legend, I'm going to have to give it to Loba. Loba was new here in Season 5, and at first everybody thought she was pretty OP. However, the animation speed on her bracelet is really slow once you get out of it, so you have to get into perfect cover, or else you're going to get lasered. So that's pretty bad, and also, her black market's pretty good, but it's pretty useless unless you're in the beginning game or end game for a shield swap. So yeah, that's why I'm putting her at the 9th worst legend in the game. Alright guys, coming in at the 8th worst legend, we're gonna have to give it to Bangalore. Bangalore used to be one of my favorite legends actually. I used to main her in around Season 1 and around the launch of Apex Legends, but she's just not that good anymore. Her airstrike isn't that good compared to Gibraltar's airstrike, which is a lot better in my opinion. Also, her smoke is okay, but with Bloodhound's buff, now you can scan and you can easily see everybody through the smoke. And also if you have a digital threat, the smoke can actually be a disadvantage to you. And yeah, her div is probably actually a little bit better than Octane's tactical, because first off, you don't take damage and you run at the same speed as Octane, so it's pretty good, I must say. Alright guys, coming in at our 7th, I believe. I think we're gonna go with 7th best legend in the game. I'm gonna go with Pathfinder. Pathfinder used to be one of the best legends, if not the best legend in the game in Season 4, but after his buff, he just isn't as viable anymore. You don't see as many people playing him, and yeah, his tactical got buffed quite decently. Now the charge time on it is 35 seconds, which is pretty brutal for all the Pathfinder mains. I am sorry to you guys. Alright, coming in at the 7th best legend, we have Mirage. Mirage actually used to be probably the worst legend in Season 4, but after his huge rework in Season 5, he is very viable. His ultimate is super good, and it's pretty hard to tell which is the real Octane. But in not private matches, in ranked leagues, people aren't as stupid, and they won't fall for your Mirage ultimate. So that's why I'm not putting him higher on the list, since he's not that good in ranked. However, he's pretty good in pubs. Alright, coming in as the 6th best legend, he is really underrated in my opinion. I have Crypto. Crypto's probably one of my mains, and probably one of my favorite legends. His drone is super good when you're deciding whether to push or not, and you can see how many people they have, and if they're fighting or not. Also, right before you push, you can activate the EMP and go in. Also, now in Season 5, you can ping how many squads are near you on the banners that tell you who's the kill leader and who's the champion. Alright, coming in at the 5th best legend, who I'm using in this gameplay behind me, I have Bloodhound. In the Season 5 update, Bloodhound was buffed pretty well, and now his tactical is super good. You get a scan. That's my brother, by the way. His link's in the description, Panic Gaming. Anyways, as I was saying, you get a scan like every 25 seconds, I think, which is pretty good. And his ultimates is pretty good as well. And also his scan has a really far range now, so you can pretty much see anyone. And in this end game, which is probably coming up, actually probably not, well, you'll see in the end game, I use this tactical to see where the final squad is, and it kind of saves my life in this situation, because I had no idea where they were, and they were pushing behind me, and in this situation, it's a great time to use the tactical to see where everyone is, and yeah, then you can fight them. Alright, coming in at the 4th best legend in the game, we have Gibraltar, also known as Gibby. A lot of streamers I watch, and maybe some streamers you guys watch, main Gibby, and they think he's the best legend in the game. I also heard from people that he is the best legend in the game. However, the reason I'm not putting him at the best legend in the game is because his hitbox is so big. Once you get behind a Gibby, you can shred them in 2 seconds. So the easy way to counter Gibby for you guys is just to flank, and yeah, that's pretty much it. However, his ultimate is really good, his airstrike. That's probably my favorite part about Gibby. And also, I really like Gibraltar's tactical. And on Season 5, there's fast heals when you're in the shield. And also his passive, you get the shield, which is really good. Besides, when you get flanked, then it's really bad. And also, you get the fast res, which is nice. He just picks the person up instead of having to stab him to revive him, which is nice. And yeah, that's pretty much all for Gibby. Alright, coming in at the 3rd best legend in the game, he's known as the king of camping, the toxic trapper. You got Caustic. Now, you know, Caustic's a big boy, pretty chunky, if you ask me. Ate one too many cheeseburgers, you know what I'm saying. So his hitbox is also pretty large. What a thick boy. So, anyways, guys, Caustic is really fun to play in ranked. You know, he's pretty annoying to come across. I always just turn around when I see a Caustic. I mean, like, come on. He's probably the most annoying legend to face in the game. You can't really do anything to counter his gas. And he has so many traps he can place. And the recharge time isn't even that bad as well. I personally think Caustic needs a nerf. But also, I really hope he doesn't, because I made him in ranked. So, you gotta get that RP. And yeah, Caustic's passive is pretty good. You know, you get the seeing through of your gas, which is pretty OP. And now in Season 5, your enemies don't get slowed by the gas, which is really good, in fact. And, you know, his ultimate is pretty good, especially when you're camping in buildings. It's not that useful when you're in an open map, so I'd like it to use more in World's Edge instead of King's Canyon, but that's just personal preference. But yeah, there's so many places you can use Caustic, it's just insanely OP. Alright guys, coming in at the number 2 legend, we have the Queen of Camping, Wattson. You know, Wattson's really good. She's actually probably the least fun legend to play in the game. So if you guys are just looking for a fun game, I do not recommend using Wattson. She's pretty boring. But I do believe she is the 2nd best legend in the game. She has her tactical, which is really good, her fences. And you get notified when someone crosses them, and you get a little, like, stun, like you get with the Arc Star. So that's really good in my opinion. And also her ultimate is super good. But however, you can just chuck a couple grenades in there, you know, yeet those bad boys in there, and the thing's gone. So you gotta protect it, you know. So yeah, it recharges your shield, which is really good, and super good for camping, just holding down those buildings, which is really nice and ranked. But like I said, she is so boring to play in passive. Or I mean, not passive, in aggressive gameplays. You know, you're just sitting there. It's just so boring. But guys, pretty much every single professional squad has a Wattson on their team at all times. She is a necessary, really useful legend in my opinion. Alright guys, to wrap it up, comment down below who you think the #1 legend is. If you've been keeping track of it, you probably already know who it is, but it starts with a W. It is Wraith. Wraith has been the best legend, in my opinion, from day one in Apex Legends. She's so OP with her portals and her passive and her tactical. You know, if you're ever like a little bit concerned, if you're like right in the open and you get that there's a shooter nearby, you already know that you're going to cover, instead of getting shot in the head with a devotion or a craver and then you're dead. So that's nice. And also her tactical is super good. You know, you can just get away from fights. They did nerf it a little bit. You don't go as far, but it's still really OP in my opinion. You can also like avoid an EMP with Wraith, which is a really nice little tip. So whenever you just hear that EMP charging, you just hit L1 or LB, and then you just go invincible pretty much. Also, she really contributes to the team with her portal. It's really good for positioning, attacking, and retreating if you're ever in need for that. And yeah, she's pretty much good all around for ranked and just regular gameplay. I'll be releasing a video with her probably in the upcoming week. She is just a really OP legend in my opinion, and I think she needs to get nerfed. Well guys, that wraps up this video. I really hope you enjoyed, and I really hope you enjoyed the gameplay in the background. That was a fun one with Bloodhound. Like, comment, and subscribe for more. By the time I'm releasing this video, we might even have 100 subscribers, but if we don't, help me get there. Turn noties on, send it my channel to all your friends if you want. If you don't want to, that's okay. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one, guys. Oh, and by the way, comment down below, or I might be doing a face reveal at 100 subs. I don't know, it depends, but I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, guys.